Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the next episode. I'm so excited to talk about today's episode, which will be discovering our passions, asking ourselves what our passions are. And this time, I don't really have a script. I made a few notes and I just want to see where this video goes. So let's get started. How do I define passion? So, passion, in my opinion, is having something that you're really good at doing, you're really talented at doing, and which comes very natural to you. I guess natural is actually the key in passion. Cause yeah, you can have a lot of passions, but you're not naturally good at it. So if we're talking about passion in the purpose case, which this whole series is about, then the natural ease at it is actually where I'm going. So yeah, you can have many passions. Some can be passionate about traveling, some can be passionate about cooking, some can be passionate about teaching, but if they're naturally good at it, always depends because you're not really always naturally good at things you're passionate about. You just really have a strong desire, and that's that. But I feel like defining your passions in order to find out what your purpose is asking yourself, what am I naturally good at? What are my gifts, perhaps, if you know what your gifts are? If people, for example, tell you, oh, you can you're really good at consulting people, you're really good at speaking life into people, you're really good at healing and whatnot, healing in all areas, not just like physically or, being a doctor and that's why healing, but just helping people heal, with your presence, with the way you live life or whatnot. I guess that kind of is my definition for passion. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to ask you 5 questions. You can have multiple passions. Finding out what your passion in regards of purpose is kind of more trickier. There are 5 questions. So let me read out from my notes here because, we're being transparent over here and I guess that is okay for you. That every human must face. Question number 1, who am I? The second question, where am I from? The third question, why am I here? The fourth, what can I do? And the fifth, where am I going? And let's start with who am I? Kind of for a lot of people to ask themselves who they are. They know like their name is this, I'm from here, but in depth, like who are you? What is your core? Who are you deep down? And this is a question of identity, basically. So many people desire their sense of identity externally. For example, things happen in your past and you define yourself being that person who you were in the past or what happened to you in the past, like this is who you are today. Or, for example, what others say about you. When people say, yeah, okay, she's, I don't know, she's pretty boring, she's just a gray mouse and nothing special comes from her. This is like how you think and approach life, that you're a gray mouse, that you're boring, that nobody wants to do something with you because people know this about you, this is who you are, because maybe where you were a bit more introverted and went through stuff and I don't know, people always judge, or your income, your looks, education, etc. But they don't have a true correlation to who you truly are. Like those are just external things. So who are you? What gifts were you given? Do you even know what gifts you have? And have you ever looked internally to discover yourself? I always talk about getting to know yourself, but internally, who are you? I don't know if you're familiar with Miles Monroe. He was a great man. Unfortunately, he deceased. But I like a lot of wisdom that I have, especially on this topic, is through him actually. And I don't know, I can suggest you billions of videos from Miles, but I just want you to enter Miles Monroe on YouTube yourself and just click through the videos that speak to you and give it a watch. Yeah, the videos are old, so a few will be like, I don't know, I mean, the camera quality is so bad, I won't even look at it. Guys, it's about the message. Just let me tell you that up front, because I know some will be like, oh, I want 4K, high quality, HD and stuff, and I'm like, the real gold is in there. The real gold is in the blurry, pixeled, and whatnot videos, so give that a watch. But yeah, Miles Monroe brought up a valid point regarding this question. Many people don't have a true sense of their identity because of this. They were other people, talk like other people, and believe what other people believe. What does he mean with like we were other people? So, for example, we wear Fenty, we wear Armani, we wear Chanel, we wear Ralph Lauren, and we have all built brands based on others' identity because we lack identity ourselves. And obviously, a lot of people like to wear brands because they define themselves wearing those. If you wear designer brands, then it shows that you are someone, but you're wearing somebody else's name actually. I mean, definitely I'm a designer gal, that's for sure, but I don't own a lot of luxury things, and that's not because I don't like it. Believe me, I love luxury. I do. Especially luxury lifestyle. I do. But I don't possess it yet because I'm aware that I don't need it. It doesn't define me. It doesn't define who I am truly, like in my core. I can still wear basic stuff and look elegant. And I love that. And I've always been like that. And definitely I had to find my style over the last years, but I actually did find my style. And when people see me, they are always like, you look so elegant, you look so put together. And those were words that I just connected and realized, okay, so this is actually my style. I actually just thought that I'm just wearing basics and I don't know, just, have a capsule wardrobe. I didn't even think about the depth behind it, but this just made me have this style and I'm pretty happy with it. And over the years, I'll definitely buy myself a bag, I'll definitely buy myself this and that, but I just know it doesn't define me. So let's move on. So I want you to ask yourself what your talents are. Let's start with this. What are your talents? What do you enjoy doing? And also imagine you can just, pursue your passion without getting money for it. Which of your passions would you do, let's say for forever or just for a long period, without getting money, but you have all the resources, you get all the time you can have to pursue this passion? Which would it be? So what are your talents? Which passion would you pursue without getting money in exchange? And what keeps you moving? Like what truly sets you on fire? If you know these three things already, then you're pretty good to understand your passion. And the reason why I want to talk about passion before talking about purpose is because in order to find out your purpose, you need to know what you're passionate about. To understand what you're passionate about, you just really have to do another self-assessment like I've done or like I've talked about in the first video, which you can find here, where I just went through questions on how you're doing to find out your current state and your foundation, what you're building on. So if you haven't watched the first episode of this series, then please give it a watch here. And afterwards, the second series, also give it a watch here. Finally, you're here. And as I said, this is an ongoing series. We're going to have 7 to 8 episodes Maybe 8 is the bonus one, I'm not sure yet, where we're going to talk about how to find meaning in life, making sense of life when things don't make sense, and then therefore also finding your purpose. And the reason why we're talking about this is because I'm really passionate about this. It's just this is like my form of passion. I mean, obviously I'm not making money of it yet talking about these things, but I just love talking about passion, purpose, and I don't know, just wise and meaningful things in life. And I can do this for free, definitely. And I know I will continue doing that, but I know I will also one day get money from it. And I just put it out there. Anyways, and I just know that each of us is here for a reason. Although it doesn't feel like it, although people and life and circumstances tell you you're here by accident, or you're just here to live life on your own terms, be egocentric, be ignorant, do your own thing, think about yourself, think about your family, just this elbow society, you know, which is pretty typical for Germany, just saying. But but I just know life is way deeper than that. You aren't just like created to exist in a society of people that are unhappy with their lives as well, and of people that try to make sense of life, and unfortunately a lot of them leave the earth not knowing what the purpose was. And I don't want this to happen to you. I don't want this to happen to us. This is basically the reason why we're going through all of this, for you to understand it and for you to grasp it. So sit with yourself, talk with other people and ask them, like, what do you think I'm naturally good at? What do you think my talents are? Maybe even I'm gonna list a ton of resources in the description box down below, because I want you to take a few tests and just, as I said, assess yourself to find out what your passions are. And there's also another method that I've talked about in one of my older YouTube videos, which I'll also link here. The Ikigai method, and some are familiar with it, some aren't. I used to do the Ikigai method and it helped me. It was just a starting point for me. So for starters, go for the Ikigai method. I'm just going to blend a picture in here. And the Ikigai method basically are, 4 or 5 life areas. In the middle, there's a circle, combining all 4 circles and telling you this is the core, this is the passion for you to do. With that being said, definitely also check out the Ikigai method. Just again, guys, like, I'm giving you a ton of homework. Basically, my YouTube videos are more like I'm going to talk about it, but actually I want you to get into action and not just, as I said the previous times, again and again. Maybe this will be the slogan of the series, I don't know. I don't want you to watch my videos like it's a Netflix series and just binge watch it, but I actually want you to take action. Otherwise, things aren't moving forward, and we don't want that over here. Definitely, guys, you need to check out my self-care planner. I've talked about this in my last video. I highly encourage you to download your custom personalized self-care planner for all my girlies that are working, if not overworking, overwhelmed with life, and don't make time for themselves. This is for you. So also in the description box down below, download your free digital or printed bestie to track your well-being and also your self-care. I've suggested a few self-care goals if you don't know where to start. Create a lot of space for you to just write things down and keep you accountable. Very, very important. I'm also taking care of myself right now. I haven't been at the office for this whole week, and I'm intentionally making time for myself. And I don't know, maybe I'll just blend in a few moments of me prioritizing self-care and finding to myself, because I realized that it's a lot. I am self-employed, yeah, but I just really feel this self-employed thingy of you being constantly there and constantly working. And in the midst of it, I felt disconnected to myself, not really knowing where I want to move with my agency, how I'm going to attract the right clients, where I see myself going in general. Because as soon as I woke up, I just went into my morning routine, and afterwards, just headed to the office, started working, started being busy but not necessarily productive. And it took me a while to realize this. And it's definitely also okay. I was really unhappy with myself, but I gave myself grace, because things are just really, really always like distracting yourself and loud, and you don't know what to pursue, because as soon as you scroll on social media, you want to approach this, but then you see another person approaching this and being more successful with it, and now you try to switch lanes and try to do what other people do. And guys, me working in social media, I'm constantly on social media. And although I do not necessarily compare myself to other people, but subconsciously I do. And that's why I pressure myself to certain things, and thoughts creep up and fear comes up. And I know that fear is not from God, because we have a spirit of love and of peace and of a sound mind. So I do not operate under spirit of fear. I really just had to therefore step back and find myself, spend a lot of time with God, but also not so much, because distraction is real. But actually, it's Friday, and like Tuesday I kind of still worked, so it's like 3 days where I really wasn't on social media. I outsourced it to my intern to do the posting and be more on social media, and I just stepped back, and it's really, really helpful and needed. And it took me a while to take time off, although I'm self-employed. So you can have a lot of time and time freedom, but at the same time, you can also put yourself back into this 9-to-5 thing, into this hamster wheel, and just lose yourself in it. And that's why I'm here, more refreshed, and have to start my day now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you like this format as well, of me just talking without script. I'm just like finding my way. Sometimes I'm gonna have a script, sometimes not. And definitely check out the description box, because it's gonna be value packed with things that you need to find out what your passion is. Definitely also grab your free self-care planner and follow me on my socials. I'm gonna launch my website today. It took me only, I don't know how long it took me to actually finally publish my website. It's public, but it wasn't done. But 1st of September, happy 1st of September as well. I'm gonna launch a website, and it's not perfect, but I like it. Because perfect is non-existent, right? So I'm happy with it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified the next time I upload. Send this to someone who needs to hear this. Share the resources to someone who needs this. And until next time then, guys, you're loved. Bye.